Look at somebody, say, I'm committed to this. Say it with enthusiasm, I'm committed to this. First place of commitment I've got to make. I've got to make my first place of commitment to the power of God. Because I will not overcome this in my own power. So I got to make a commitment that God is going to allow his power to flow through me in this situation. Y'all, come on, talk back to me here. The second thing I got to make a greater commitment to outside of the power of God is to the gift that God has given to me. In other words, when I'm going through suffering, I'm not going to back off of developing what God has given to me. I'm going to develop it more. Y'all got to get this. You do not stop because you're suffering. When the suffering increases and you realize it's the enemy that's after your gift, then you develop your gift more. So you get around people that's just as gifted or more gifted than you and say, how do you do this? You start studying more. You start studying more successful people. You start looking at things from a different aspect. If he's attacking your finances, you go to Barnes and Nobles. I'm not giving them no plug, but if you want to give me some money, that's fine. You watching, because, yeah. And so, but you go to places and you study finances. You study the very thing that the enemy is attacking you in. You increase your knowledge. You increase your wisdom in the very thing that the enemy is attacking you in. Y'all. And the third thing that you have to commit to, and I'm going to see how y'all respond to this. The third thing you got to commit to, and I'm going to give 10 of y'all 10 seconds to shout when I say this. You got to commit to coming out. No, y'all. I refuse to suffer for the rest of my life. No, I was suffering before I got saved. I'm not going to be saved and keep suffering. Y'all got to come on now. God ain't told me he going to bless me and promised all this stuff to me, and then I'm going to suffer? 10 people, 10 seconds. Let me see how you respond to this. You can run up to somebody, give them a high five. You can just go to praise and you can go to jumping. I don't care what you do, as long as you give God some praise off of this. If God is saying today and exposing today the plans of the enemy, if he's exposing the plans of the enemy through me to you, then it must mean that the plans don't have power over your promise. I've gone through some stuff. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm better now as a result of it. I'm bigger now as a result of it. I'm better now as a result of it. And where the enemy could not kill you, now you become a greater threat to him, because now you're going to inform other people that if he did this to me and did not win, I'm going to bring somebody else out of what they're going through. I dare you right now, and Jay, please turn my mic up and let them hear me. I dare you right now to give somebody a high five and tell them I suffered a little bit, but I'm on my way to my success. And Satan could not hinder it. Tell somebody the devil could not stop it. The devil could not block it. He tried and he failed again. I've been through some battles. When I say I've been through some battles, I've been through some battles. The first year that I decided, y'all keep standing, y'all need to hear this. The first year, and Keisha, you need to hear this. The first year that I submitted to God to go into full-time ministry, it's 1994. 1994, I submitted to God to go into full-time ministry. I had 4 demonic encounters within a 90-day period. 4. One of which I was fighting a beast. And y'all wonder why I'm such a fighter now. And I'm not telling no story because she was with me at the time. I was fighting this beast, and in this encounter, We were going blow to blow, and he started hitting me in such a degree to where my whole body went paralyzed. And I'm fighting this thing in the realm of the spirit, but in the natural, my body is going paralyzed. No, please wave your hand and tell them I'm not telling no story. Wave it real high. I'm not telling a story. Body goes paralyzed. I mean, like paralyzed, like stroke paralyzed. Encounter after encounter after encounter over a 90-day period. And I didn't realize, and I can tell you all the rest of it, but you know, I don't want to. Because it's too long of a story. But I will say this. I have fought some devils. And yet I'm still preaching.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God.
Yo. Huh? What could not kill me actually made me stronger. So why is certain things happening in your life? Within that 90-day period, it was because I decided, you know what? I'm going to follow the plan of God. And enemies like, if you get released, you're going to shake and change the world. I got to keep you from getting released, so let me fight you. Let me say something to you. Some of the fight that's coming against you is because if you ever get released, oh, y'all not saying nothing. If you ever get released, if you ever get released, and you ain't got no encumbrance, you ain't got nothing holding you back and hindering you and fighting against you, if you ever get out the stalls, the devil knows it's over. And so he fights you on this level so you won't be released for the next level. But let me say something to you. Paul said, I believe, watch this now, I believe that what I've committed unto God, he's going to keep until that day. In other words, what God started with me, he is going to finish. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? He is going to finish. Yeah, there's a fight against you. There's a fight against this church. There's been a fight against this church ever since I started this church. There's been a fight against this ministry ever since I started it. All the way back to Ramada Inn, all the way back to Wise Drive. The devil got intimidated. How are you going to start a church right beside a club?